It's me again. Well, we tried. We tried. Um, I hope somebody's here. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You found me. Seventh is probably lost in space somewhere. But I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay. So it's second, third time. Third time. One time was good. So I'll take it. I'll take the odds. Yeah, exactly. I saw that you mentioned that your daughter was, her class was canceled. Her anatomy class was canceled today. Oh, seventh, you found me too. Yay. Yay. Um, so I saw that and it kind of made me giggle because I'm thinking anatomy. The only thing I know about anatomy is like the left shin's connected to the left knee, and that song. That's the only thing I could think of. I mean, anatomy, really? I mean, that's some serious knowledge there. That's some serious knowledge. And that's too bad her class is canceled. Was it because of weather, or was it because of the professor? Or I mean, there were so many reasons to cancel a class, especially this time of year. But anyway, hi, I'm glad you two are here with me. I don't know if anybody else will find us. If they go to the other spot, can somebody kind of tell them that we're over here? I don't know how to do all that. I'm sorry. I'm just here. I'm just here doing my thing. Excuse me. I had it all set up. I thought I did. But as you can see, bleh, it didn't work. It didn't work. I don't know what you saw. I hope it wasn't anything too ugly. My finger up my nose or some kind of crazy something. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, I still have Bean's toy. There you go, baby. Yeah. So he keeps him occupied while, because he doesn't understand why I sit here and talk to Bridge, and he doesn't understand why I'm not talking to him. So I give him a toy while we're here together. Okay. So I don't have much to talk about today, but it doesn't seem like I usually do. I just kind of rattle and go on. Let's start. Did you hear it squeak? Did you hear it squeak? So let's start with affirmations. Affirmations is a good way to start the day with a smile. That's what they tell me. My affirmations is I forgot. I started thinking about it yesterday after I spoke with y'all, and I started thinking about it, and um, my affirmations actually, Breezy girl, hi honey, I'm glad you found me. I'm sorry I got lost. I'm glad you found me. Um, my affirmations actually isn't looking in the mirror. I discussed that yesterday. Looking in the mirror and seeing the long hair and the extra hair, gray hair, and no, no, I don't want to see imperfections. And that's what you see when you look in the mirror. You see more of your imperfections than anybody else does, and I don't want to. I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look at that. Um, my affirmations actually to make me feel better and to get me moving in the day, and I've since I finally got back to listening to music, being able to listen to music, I did it today. And I caught myself doing it yesterday, but I didn't think much about it. I didn't put two and two together. So I'm gonna show my age, but I really don't care because you can see my age. So I start my day with Love and Spoonful. Do you believe in magic? I don't know why that song makes me feel good inside. It just does. John Sebastian and that song makes me feel good inside. And so once I feel good inside, then I need a pick me up. Let's go, let's get them, let's attack them. You're right. Let's attack the world. And I put on Edgar Winter's Frankenstein, and I listen to that. And that dun 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 dun, that gets me going. That gets me going. It's one of Otto Man's favorite songs. I mean, you all know The Simpsons, and that's one of his favorite songs. He wears on his head when he wears his headset. You know, when he's driving the bus, you'll hear him every once in a while. He'll go dun 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 dun, and I thought I got a kick out of that. But it's been years since I've watched The Simpsons. Years, but back in the day, that's what he listened to. Um, those are kind of my affirmations. I get it from outside sources, outside what makes me feel good. You know, I've never been one to. I've always called myself the B side. If all you oldsters understand the B side, surviving together. Hi, honey. Surviving together is here too. So I've always called myself the B side, and I love the word oldster because it just it's almost it's gonna be a PC word eventually, but right now I like it. Um, I am B side. I am B side. I've always called myself B side, and that means that like on 45s, when we had 45s with the big circle in the center, and you had to put the little piece in and then put it on the turntable on the record player. They had the A side, that was the one that we're promoting, and they had the B side, which was always really good, but they never promoted it. So it was always kind of it was good, but it was always never really out there. You know, it was just, and I've always considered myself the B side, just kind of Abby somebody, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's, that's the reason my affirmations, if you want to call them that, is those songs. Instead of looking in the mirror and telling myself, gosh, you look old. I don't need to tell myself that. I don't need to tell myself that. It doesn't work for me. But again, like I said before, you can do it driving down the road. You know, just driving down the road. Just tell yourself, okay, I can do this. It's gonna be a bumpy day, but I can do this. I can do this. And it's amazing, and this has taught me more than anything. This little get together we get in the mornings has taught me more than anything is that every time I click this button, it's like starting a new job. Remember how starting a new job, the first day of work, how it felt? This is how it feels. But once I click the off button, that no more live, even though it's only 7 seconds long. Shh, don't tell anyone. That'll be our secret. The accomplishment it feels. And that's where I was trying to go with that, with the tackling of the day and the wanting and the needing and the asking and the decisions making. Oh my gosh, is this the right decision or not? Oh my gosh, that's so overwhelming. But when you make it through the day and you come out the other side, I mean, I'm going to say it, the pride you have in yourself that you have accomplished it. You can look back and go, my gosh, this morning I was scared to death to even breathe, to even function. And I made it. I made it through another day. And that's, that's the most beautiful thing in the world, is just making it through another day. Because if you make it through today, the sun will come up again tomorrow. And it's going to be beautiful again. Some people are living in snow. I'm getting texting from people, messages from people going, I don't know what you're talking about. It's snowing like crazy here. I'm freezing to death. Good. Bundle up. Wrap a blanket around you. Go outside. Suck up some of that cold, ice cold air. Make it fill up your lungs. Feel alive. Feel that cold feeling in your lungs. Feel that alive. Just feel it in your body. Release it slowly. Then run back in the house and get back warm. But but I digress. Excuse me. um, but that would, to me, is the one of the biggest things. Like, I'm taking care of my son's dog, Beans. You all know Beans. Most of you know Beans. And he's a pity. I'm not a dog person. I'm a cat person. I love black cats, as you can tell. Uh, but he looks at you with those big brown eyes and you just melt. But anyway, be that as it may, in the mornings when I let him out, I do that. Just open up the door and I go out with him. I don't stay out long, like I said, and I suck up some of that air, that cold, cold air, and suck it into my lungs, and just hang on to it and breathe it out slowly, and breathe out all the stress and all of the ugly. Okay, and then I can face the day a little bit better. I mean, it doesn't cure all, but it makes that one step easier to make than the next step and then the next step. And that's what we're about, is just taking next steps forward. Okay? We're not we're not jumping into anything. We're not This is not who we are. We we don't jump into anything. We jumped into things and that's how we got here. That's how we got here. So we're going to be more cautious. We're going to assume our steps are correct. If they're not, that's fine too. You know, turn. It's like a boat. Just turn and go the other way. It happens. It happens. Um, as you can see, oh, on this side, everything's backwards to me. On this side, you can see I have a plant here. Well, yesterday I was noticing I brought it, I have a sunroom. Well, it's beautiful in the sun. I did a lot of videos in the sunroom. Well, now the sunroom is getting a little nippy. I mean, it's insulated, it's double window pane, it's blah blah blah. It's insulated big time, but it has a lot of windows, so it gets chilly. It's not as cold as outside, but it still gets chilly. This plant doesn't like it out there, so I brought it in and I set it on my table. Yesterday, I noticed that it was leaking. I'm gonna say it was peeing on my table. I went, I can't have that. I can't have that. So I brought it in, set it in here. It's not staying there. It looks kind of cool, actually, it's sitting there, but it's really in my way. I can't do anything in the kitchen like I want to. Like I really want to do something in the kitchen. But anyway, but it was kind of made me think of life, because it didn't like it outside. It didn't like it in the well, it didn't like it in the sunroom. I would never put it outside. It's an indoor plant. It didn't like it in the sunroom. So I moved it in here in the house. And it liked it better. Okay? And then it did what it did. So then it moved over to here. But that's us. In my opinion, that's us. If we don't like it, move. Move it to someplace else. Move yourself to some other situation. Change your situation that fits you. You are the only one that knows that your situation is correct or not. You know? So, I mean, this plan is almost like a metaphor of life. You know, it's just move it to where it suits you. You know, it may take, like I said, I moved it inside and then I had to move it again, and it may take moves. It may take different tries. That's okay. That's okay. You're trying. You're trying. You're trying. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, is just giving a little bit of effort towards moving forward. and making yourself happy. That's that's all there is. Happiness is I would call it the lux of the elixir of life. It is. It is. Without a smile, what is life about? Tears. Eh. Well, we're gonna go back to that. Okay. But that's not what I'm here for. I just kind of got on it. You know me, I get on these tangents anyway. So my affirmations is about all of that. Then you can see I wrote notes. Um, oh, I read this and I thought it was beautiful. So I figured I might read it out to you. I think I even made a short about it. It may be coming up. But it says, we are like droplets of water in a river of life. With the help of other droplets and friends, we can get past and over and around the rocks and the boulders that are in our way. And to me, I'm just a droplet of water. Just just one little speck. But together, we make a river and we flow and we help each other and we grow together. And together we move. We move the direction we're supposed to move. And to me, I just thought that was beautiful. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, Nico, hi. I'm sorry I didn't see you. I'm sorry. I was I was trying to read papers. Um, I'm going to speak English. Nico and I are probably. I'm trying to learn Swedish. It's with his brain, it's kind of difficult, but he's being very patient with me. He's letting me goof off and do things wrong, but that's okay. That's all right. Him and I are. He's helping me through this. So uh, another another connection, another connection of caring and being there for each other, and that's all this is all about. It's just being silly, being goofy, and enjoying our day. Okay? Starting our day with a smile, not negativity and bleh. it's it'll come soon enough today. It'll come soon enough. We don't need it right in the morning. Um Also, I wanted to talk about oh, oh, yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah. Yesterday was Cyber Monday. Did anybody go shopping? Did anybody stay home and get nice and warm and in their jammies and curled up in a blanket and shop their little brains out for Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever your holiday may be? Yeah? Did anybody? I didn't. I didn't. I know myself. I push one button and the next thing I know I have a long, long list of all kinds of things that really aren't really necessary. And then I gotta wrap it all. I like unwrapping, but wrapping I'm not. Yeah, I used to, but I don't much anymore. But anyway, um, do you guys have any ideas or any thoughts of what your holiday is going to be looking like? Anything? Come on, Nico. I know you got some ideas. DJ, I know you're there. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Anyway, okay, we'll move on. We'll move on. Um, your pets. Have you noticed how calming it is to just sit with your pet? Not with me. You see, he's a handful, but with your pets, and just sit and just enjoy petting your pet and just enjoying the unconditional love that they give you. Your fur babies can be one of the most calming things in the world. I have a fish tank. They say watching fish is very calming, but watching the fish tank is like looking in the mirror to me. It's like, that needs to be cleaned, and why is that there, and what is that, So I start examining things. It's maybe somebody else's fish tank, but not mine. So they say watching fish is very calming, but it doesn't work for me. I I see imperfections. I see imperfections. So yesterday, last night, I went to my house is small. My backyard is fenced in and it's small. I mean, it's not tiny, but it's small for a pit bull. So usually we go to the PP. I'm going to call it the PP because he's paying attention. If I call it the real word, play park, he usually has a fit. So we went there and I decided to, instead of he has certain balls he likes, certain kinds. He mostly squeakies. He likes squeaky toys. But I took him two tennis balls. I thought, okay, let's see what happens with this. So I took him two tennis balls, and I threw one, and he went and got it, and he brought it back, and I threw it again. And then while he was chasing that one, I threw the other one. Now we had to figure out how to carry both tennis balls back to me. Excuse me. It was so cute. It was so funny. I wish I had filmed it because every time he would reach down to grab the second one, it would roll away like a kitten pushed in a you know a ball of yarn. It would roll away from him, and you have to go catch it, and you have to go catch it, and you have to go catch it. So it was very cute watching him do that. He made it, which was kind of scary that he can get two tennis balls in his mouth at the same time. That's kind of scary. That shows how big his mouth is. But when he got back, he had to drop them both just so he could catch some air because he was so silly. He was so silly. But we did it a couple of times. We did it a couple of times. He got pretty good at chasing down that second ball all over the yard. But oh yeah, oh yeah. Thank you, Seventh. Thank you for standing by your word. Yeah. So I just wanted to share that little little anecdote about animals and pets and fur babies and how silly they can be. And I was really, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go last night. It was cold. It was dusk. Ugh, I didn't want to go out there. But I bundled up because he needed to exercise. He needs to get out. So I bundled up and I giggled and laughed and giggled just because of a fur baby. And it released a lot of that pent up, ugly, tired stress of the day. And so it was very cathartic. It was very cathartic. Funny, but cathartic. So I just wanted to share that with you that happiness, releasing of stress comes in all different ways. All different ways. You just have to look at it. Just have to see it. Even walking like I was walking through a meadow of flowers. Well, not many flowers right now, but walking through a meadow, looking at the trees changing color, just feeling the day, feeling the day. It may be hard sometimes to look and find the beauty in life. All you can see is ugly, but we're not here to see. Oh, my scarf just. We're not here to see ugly. We're here to see pretty. Sorry, you're stuck looking at me. I wish I could change this, but you're stuck with looking at this. Okay, I could put Sammy back on if that's better for you. If that if that'll make you calmer. But I just wanted to share those moments with you and share that no matter how ugly the day gets, there's beauty in it somewhere. Sometimes it's harder to find. Don't give up. Don't give up. Because if I gave up, I wouldn't be here rattling with you. I wouldn't be here talking to Bridge. I wouldn't be here. My Bridgie and I are here for you, with you, and to share our giggles with you, to start a day with a smile. I did mention a couple of times, and I'm going to mention it again, that for 8 weeks in a row, 7 days a week, I poured out my ugly, ugly, ugh, ugh, and I poured it out. It's very draining. It's very draining. You know, that ended up being 56 times. 56 times every single day I got up here and blubbered and wailed, and you were here for me. You were here for me. And I love you for that. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I'm physically, mentally mostly exhausted. And which makes you physically exhausted. You know, if you have those jobs, even if you sit at a desk all day, but mentally it's just you're physically exhausted as well. So I've had people come to me and say that I need maybe to pull back a little before I burn out. And I can't disagree because I don't know. But I trust these people. And I trust them with everything. And if they say that's what I should do, then that's what I should do. I'm gonna try to finish this weekend. I'm not gonna be anywhere. I'm gonna hide. No YouTube, no nothing, unless you need me. Unless you need me to come do something with you. I'm always here for you. But for me to do something, I think I'm going to stay quiet. That was what was recommended. And MHM, I got a clip sent to me last night from Ned. That was very sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I feel like a goofball. I feel like a silly. I feel like I don't know what I'm just here. I'm just here. I'm just here trying to start your day with a smile. That's all. That's all. But thank you. Thank you very much. I love being here. It's terrifying. It's terrifying to push the go live button. It really is. And you can see how bad I am at it. So it's probably kind of trying to tell me something. But I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to listen today. I just want you to start your day with a smile before the world comes at you with its demands. It's hard out there. It's rough. And I just want you to be happy. That's what life is about, is to be happy. So I'm sorry I messed up this morning start. Oh, Ruby's mom, hi, honey. Sorry I messed up this morning start. And I'm glad a lot of you found me again. I promise I will practice. I will practice until my fingers turn blue, which buttons to push. I promise. Gosh only knows how this will end if I can't get one started today. But that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. It shows uh, it's just another laugh. It's just another giggle in life. And that's what I'm here for. Is just to start your day with a smile. Okay? So you are beautiful. You are beautiful. You don't need a mirror to tell you that. I'll tell you that. You're beautiful inside and out. And you're worth every second of life has to offer. And you've earned it. You've earned it. Just keep stepping. Little teeny steps. Nobody says giant steps. No. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Nobody says giant steps. Even if it's just tippy toes. Just move forward. Try. Try to move forward. Um, you've seen me boohoo. Now I'm here laughing. You know? It's still painful. It still hurts inside. But I can at least do this. So please, please, whatever happens during this day today, look around. There's something there that'll give you a smile. Even if it's just something stupid, thinking about me not being able to get on YouTube. Hi, who cares? Who cares what it is? If it makes you smile inside, smile inside. Smile inside. Eventually, it'll come out. It'll come out. Next thing you know, you'll see your teeth. You'll see a smile. You'll see a smile. The dimples will come out. It takes time. It takes time. You've got it. You've got the skill. You can do this. Just give yourself grace and time. Okay? That's all I can say. I've been here for a little while and I really didn't have anything to say except about this tree, this little bush here, and I have to tie it up. I have it tied up because it's so huge. It's so happy. But it's not happy in the world it was in. It was happy then at the time, but now it's had to change its world. Just like us. It was happy then, but we need to change it so we get happy again. Okay? Keep that in mind. We're all living creatures. We're all living creatures. We all have feelings. Even a silly plant like this has feelings. It'll tell you. It'll tell you when it's unhappy. It'll droop. It'll sag. It'll brown. It'll do. It tells you when it's unhappy. Just like we do. We tell each other. Just by our expressions, our words, everything. Okay? All right. And I really don't have much else to say except I love you all. And I'm so glad you're here. I really am. Um, I, I, I expected it to be Seventh and I sitting here chit chatting with each other. So I'm so glad you came to join. And I had to almost break his arm to get him on here. I guess I wasn't supposed to say that, huh? Samantha? Shh, that'll be our secret. But I'm glad you're all here. I'm glad you're all sharing this morning with me. And I hope today, somehow, this little goofy little thing we're doing right this minute will pop back in your head when time gets rough today. And it'll put a smile back in your heart. Okay? I love you. You're beautiful. You know it. You know it. I don't care what others say. Don't listen to them. You're beautiful. Inside, outside, and the pieces will come together. They will. They will. And do me a big old favor. A big old favor. Just try. Try to make today better than yesterday. Okay? All right. Here we go. Another roller coaster ride. Let's see what happens.